On October 3rd, City Limits and ICPH launched their Tackling Poverty Conversation and Networking series. 4 panelists, moderated by Geoff Decker from Gotham Schools, discussed the connection between education and poverty and answered questions from community members.
And in New York, the current formulation of the Department of Education, the parents and community are not really invited into the schools. It really has been a top-down, we know what you need and we are going to give it to you, like it or not. Unless the community feels it is of importance and is being listened to, then their voice is not heard.
I try to communicate that we can't have an environment where we get into a debate, if government isn't going to do it, the private sector are going to step forward with no net-sum gain. And at the end of the day, you're going to find that we have to address ultimately the economic underclass that we have in this country. We have got to find a way to provide for economic development in some of these distressed communities.
The services are completely just outstripped and overburdened and outmatched by the level of need that exists in the classroom. And so it's not just a matter of, the level of income, but it's a matter of what are all the other things that a child is dealing with in their home. Whether they even have a home, whether they could be homeless, they can come from a foster care situation, they could be coming from a domestic abuse situation. So I think that you can't talk about these things as if like sort of one size fits all.
As we decide sort of how do we use resources in the building? Or are we going to remember that the most important thing is that the kids are at the center of every part of our conversation? Or are we going to say, well, it needs to be this way, it needs to be that way, because we want to make sure that it's comfortable for the adults. It's about children, and it's not about the adults. And so, while the adults battle it all out, can we remember that it's about the children?